Arrowhead Stadium. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Arrowhead Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They're set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Well, he tried to get rid of it. Pressure was coming right in his face, and it turned out to be a bad thing.
And it's so easy to be critical of him in that spot. When you have all those people bearing down on you, probably his last thought was just get rid of the ball. Give them what they want. Unfortunately, gave it to him too well. Picked it off, ran it back for a touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. A big play there for KC.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play. Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second down and goal. Mahomes toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's going to go down, but a penalty marker too, and they might very well have jumped the snap there. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. The penalty gets them half the distance closer, but they'll still need to come up with something on third and goal. And again, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. This is caught. Touchdown. Noah Fant, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs have tied it, and they can take the lead with the extra point. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Shaquill Griffin in on the stop defensively. This defense for the Chiefs, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made a touchdown, Chargers! Keenan Allen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. The two are going to try and throw for it. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him. Let's go, boys! Bring it!
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is finally out of bounds, but he gets all the way down right around the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Evans here. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. A big play there for L.A. Pretty entertaining start. 14-all the score on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side, Ford. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. They're going to run it with Murray. And they are going to stop him on 3rd and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They gave it to Murray, but he had no room to run. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Taking a shot here for Marshall. And got his man complete. The 20. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play there for KC.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off. Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On play action, here's Tua. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for L.A.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got it? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
To his throw there, complete to Allen.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try and run for it with Ford. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the KC crowd can make it very tough.
2 and now, 3rd and goal. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Badgley's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes.
And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack.
Tua.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I would say these defensive backs need a little bit of help from their pass rush. They were able to force the incompletion, but I'll guarantee they're going to go back to the huddle and say, hey, guys, can you get to them a little bit quicker? I don't know how long we can continue to cover these guys downfield.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On 2nd and 9.
Tua.
He finds his target, Allen. And he's brought down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way, because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Buying time to his left.
Tua hit, and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he's forced out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. After the turnover, it's Tua. And the Chiefs are going to get him. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
They'll try the left side. It's Ford. Powerful running. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Perez. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Tua dancing to his left, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they double that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. He's going to rifle one deep left side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
A give running left, Dixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now Mahomes got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Taking a shot here for Marshall. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Quick throw caught out wide by Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown on the year. And now if the Chiefs hit the PAT, they will take the lead. A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Now a deep ball here hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's second down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Brian Burns in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
On first down, they look downfield, and it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Forced out to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Gets it quickly out to Marshall.
He's got the first down inside the 10. Touchdown!
Terrace Marshall.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And thanks to the interception, the Chiefs offense cashes in with 6. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The Charger drive about to get going. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Tua now on first down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Here's Tua. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Ford. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Tua. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Now Mahomes. Dixon, complete. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Mahomes to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Mahomes going to throw it here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. He's to the 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what it...
And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up second. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Chiefs, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins.